Taxpayers, it's Tiffany Gonzalez, CPA here, founder and CEO of Accounting to Scale. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the cards that I use to get the most amount of points possible from my everyday spend. First, let's talk about what credit card points hacking is. It's basically when you leverage your spend by putting them on certain credit cards in the most advantageous way in order to achieve the highest amount of points or cash back. The thing is that some cards are really great for maybe using your gas purchases for, but other cards might be better for your dining and travel. Analyzing what card is best for that particular spend and comparing that against the annual cost of the card, if there is one, is crucial. Okay, so let's get into the cards that I use and like and for what reason. The first card that I absolutely love for dining, travel, and groceries is the Chase Reserve card. It definitely comes with a super hefty annual fee of $550. Crazy, I know. However, much of it gets offset by the $300 travel credit you get. And the travel credit is pretty lucrative in the sense that you can use it for parking and tolls. I love this card, not just because of the sleek look, but because you get 3 times the points on dining and groceries. And for a family of 3, we spend quite a bit on food. They're also super generous with their 3 times the points on travel. And what I mean by that is, it's not just flights and hotels. They consider travel to also be Uber, Lyft, and parking and tolls. The second favorite card I like is the one I use for my telephone, internet, and cable bill. It's the Chase Ink Preferred Business Card. This one also has an annual fee, which I think is $95 a year. But since I haven't cut the cord yet on cable, it helps me feel better about paying Comcast so much. At least I get 3 times the points. I also put my shipping and postage on this card, as well as the advertising spend that we have for the business. Both these other categories also get 3 times the points. You do need to have a business to own this card, so you can also still apply if you're self-employed as long as you have an EIN. My next favorite card is my office supplies and gas card. I'm a member of the Wholesale club called BJ's here in Miami, Florida. BJ's allows me to buy things in bulk. Think office supplies like paper, but also baby supplies like diapers. I have the BJ's Perks Elite card, which allows me to get 5% cash back on all purchases I make in the club and 10 cents off of every gallon I put at the BJ's gas station. Which, by the way, BJ's literally has the lowest price per gallon for gas. I have no idea how they do it. They even run out of gas because the gas is so cheap. And thankfully, we actually have a location just down the street from our office, so it's not like we have to drive very far to get this amazingly priced gas. The annual membership for BJ's is around $100 a year, and so it makes a lot of sense for us to be part of this club because we do so many purchases from there. Another card that I absolutely love and is very similar is my Amazon cashback card. So I have the Amazon card that allows you to get 5% cash back on all purchases you make on Amazon, which is great. So when we need office supplies that we can't necessarily go and pick up and we want them delivered, we purchase them on Amazon. Another favorite card of mine is the Best Buy credit card. I don't use this card as frequently, but I definitely like having this one in my wallet. When we need to make a major purchase for the office, such as a computer, or when your washer machine finally gives out, Best Buy has this awesome program when you have the credit card where you can do 0% financing for 12 or 18 months, depending on the size of the purchase, which is super lucrative. Who doesn't love 0% financing? Another great benefit to the Best Buy card is that there is no annual fee. Okay, the last and final card that I use when a purchase doesn't fall into any of the other categories is the Capital One Business Spark 2% cashback card. Woo! That's a mouthful. This card lets you get 2% unlimited cash back on all your purchases. One of my favorite things about this card is you can actually set up an auto redemption of a certain threshold. For example, I have an auto redemption of every time I achieve $25 in cash back, it automatically gets applied to my credit card balance, thereby reducing it by $25. I love seeing those credits. Okay, those are pretty much the cards I use on a regular basis. I do have a few other cards that I don't put anything on them because I just don't use them anymore. However, I will not close them. Why? When you close a credit card that you've had for a significant amount of time, it actually hurts your credit score. A big portion of your credit score is based on the history, the length of history of your credit. And so if you have a credit card that you applied for when you were really young but haven't used in a really long time, don't close it. Just put it in a drawer. You might need it someday and it's still helping your credit. Here are a few important tips if you're thinking about getting into credit card points hacking. 1, monitor your spend. Look at what you already spend money on and look at some of the credit cards in the market that have the most lucrative points system for that type of spend. You'll want to analyze how much the annual cost of the card is versus how much you would receive theoretically in points based on the spend you already have. And assuming that the points are higher than the annual fee, then it makes sense to apply for the card. 2, the most important part about this strategy is that you pay off your credit cards every single month, balance in full. We don't want to pay any interest here, guys, because at the end of the day, interest eats into any kind of points or benefits. If you're getting a ton of points every month, but then spending a couple $100s in interest, what's the point of that? You likely aren't earning anything. 3rd and last, there are many financial gurus that don't like credit card points hacking. They say that it basically influences you to spend more than you normally would. Hey, I'm gonna spend $100 at this restaurant because I get 3 times the points. No. What I'm telling you in this video is really, if you're already spending this money on a monthly basis, think telephone, cable, gas, then you might as well put it on a card to get the most amount of points and then pay it off every single month. So what credit card is your favorite? Leave it in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys. Hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook at Accounting to Scale. Until the next video, your favorite CPA, Tiffany Gonzalez.